Okay, so it looks like it has started over with a new video. I'm hoping it saved the other one, and I'll just send you them both and you'll have two segments. Later I'll learn how to pause it. I think I see a pause button, but I didn't want to lose it altogether. So that's all right. So now, basically, by the way, do not leave this to do it on its own, because when it starts melding itself together, it jumps around a little bit. It's pretty solid, but I just wouldn't want it to walk off the counter on you. It gets to be, I'm going to show you here, one big, great pasty ball. And so when it's at the end like this, there should be very little that's loose on its own. And it'll sort of go thump, thump, thump as it goes around. And so that's why I don't want you to leave it go. So now I am going to bring you over here. This should be interesting because we're going to walk together and we're going to talk together. And I'm going to put you over here somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. I've got to find something to balance you on so I can tell you the rest of what I'm going to do, and I don't know what that is. I need a tripod. I don't have one for this size of phone. I only have one for my old phone. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting out saran wrap. And I know plastic isn't the greatest thing, but this is what you have to use to make this. So let me set you down here a second. Try to. Hello. Hi. And so I'm going to take my saran wrap, again from Costco. You can get 2 boxes of it for a great price, probably, I don't even know, 1/3 of the cost of buying it in a regular store. Hooray. And we're going to make a really long sheet of it here. And what's cool about the Costco brand, too, is it has this neat little slidey thing that cuts the saran for you. You don't have to rip it off, which is really nice. Okay, so now, when I'm making this, if I was going to sell it, I'd be weighing it. But I'm not going to do that today. But I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to look at this for a minute because this blade is super duper sharp. I know because I messed up and touched it one time. I bumped into it when it was drying from being washed. And I didn't stop bleeding for 15 minutes. Not kidding. So please, please don't even do what I'm doing right now. Don't even put your fingers on that like that. So I put my blade back in there and I fill it with water and put the lid back on while it soaks so that nobody sticks their hand in there by accident. And I am not kidding. I'm totally serious. Okay, so now, if you can see, we have these big, beautiful hunks of this paste that is filled with everything athletes need, and probably anybody else, because it's got fat and some salt and sugar for energy, but it's good sugar, just a little bit of that other kind of sugar in the cherries, which is not the end of the world. And it tastes so good. It is approximately 120 calories an ounce, but it just depends on, well, that's about what it is, 120 calories an ounce. From what I can surmise, using these flavors, using exactly what I have in here right now, okay? And by the way, if I was doing this video for someone else, Mark, I would not have it down like this. I would want it more up. I just did this in an impromptu, spur-of-the-moment thing. Decided I would do this for you. So, I am going to make 2 logs because they get long and really skinny and small. So, here's one. It's not shaped yet. Here's the other. So, I need a second piece of saran wrap because I made a double batch and it makes a lot, which is fine because I can freeze it. And it just dawned on me, I'm probably going to have to deliver this video to you in Dropbox because it's going to be long and I don't think I can email it, but we'll see if it can go in a zip drive or I don't know. That's going to be Robert's department. So now I have 1 on each saran piece, okay? Let me just shove this away. And no, normally we wouldn't do that in a video. Don't turn your back on your audience, right? Okay. And maybe they won't turn their back on you. Okay, so now, and I realize now I have on my sleeping t-shirt, so I look just lovely, don't I? Okay, yes I do. Okay, so I am smoothing this out and flattening it out. You can make balls. Some people, when they make other energy recipes, I've seen energy bites, they have made them into balls. But because I want to wrap this and take it with me on a bike ride, I don't want a ball. If I were selling this, I'd be best off to make it into a long, slim bar, because I've been comparison shopping, and I'm just telling this to you, Mark. I wouldn't say this to other people. The bars, it's a visual thing. This is a very dense product. So an ounce of this, other people's, like a Laura bar, 1.78 ounces, sells for quite a bit of money. And if I gave you 1.78 ounces of this, it won't look apples to apples. It won't look as big. And that's kind of a shame. But I didn't really want to put a filler in this. I've been thinking about something good tasting that might go well in it, to make it look larger for a little cost. These are very expensive items, and it is a very dense product. The good news is, though, if you're like a biker or something, you just want a quick something that's going to give you what you need, and you're not really trying to fill up with volume. You want a low density, high caloric product, because you don't want your stomach all filled up. That's not what you want, because then it makes it hard to go back and work out some more. So we have this like on a ride, but you can have it anytime. So now what I'm doing is and I'll show you here, I made a flat log. You probably can see a little bit. And it's this long, skinny thing, because we're going to go riding today, and I should have done this last night. See this? Okay, so when I'm not on the video, I'll make the second one. And then what I do is I put it in the refrigerator. And when it comes out of the refrigerator in about an hour, it will be, not the freezer, the refrigerator, it will be much firmer. And then what I'll do is I will make, look here, I don't know if I can show you. I will make, I hope you can see this, I'll cut this into little pieces. Not very big either, probably 2 fingers wide. See that? So 2 fingers wide, and then I cut it. 2 fingers wide, and I cut it. Or if you want, you can weigh it, which is what I do when I'm practicing for selling the product and seeing how big it would be, okay? And then I wrap them each individually, and this lighting is terrible, isn't it? I can see how bad I look right now, but don't look at that. Anyway, so then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, if I can find a spot. And in an hour, like I said, I'll take it out and I'll cut it up. And then we'll have our Jana bites for our ride today. Yay! And that is it. All right. I will talk to you. Love you. Bye.